Hard to believe, Andrew. 2 years ago, you're playing midget AA hockey. Lo and behold, here you are, drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs and now at prospect camp. How do you put all this into perspective?
I mean, it's definitely a pretty cool experience. It's been kind of a whirlwind, but I'm blessed to have gone through the whole process. And I think me playing those lower levels really made me work harder and kind of develop that work ethic that's kind of gotten me here. So, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucked at the time, but looking back on it now, I definitely think it helped, and I think it was worth going through all that struggle to finally get here.
No disrespect to call you a late bloomer. Would it be a correct assessment?
No, absolutely. I think that's what I would kind of classify myself to. I mean, I've been like that kind of my whole career, and I've kind of not been a step behind, but it's taken me a little bit longer to kind of get the information and process it a little bit longer. But no, I mean, I'm happy to be here and blessed to have gotten this opportunity for sure.
How different is your training now compared to where it was a couple of years ago, and how important has that been to getting you drafted in the season you had last year?
I think it's just more paying attention to the little things, kind of like what you eat and your sleep and stuff like that. I never really took that a whole lot seriously when I was younger, but I mean, being at the gym 6 days a week now in the summer and having people around me that can kind of guide me in the right direction and give me the information that I need to kind of improve myself and improve my game is something that I've kind of gained from playing the higher levels, which is nice. And yeah, it's been great to have those tools available for me.
Being better physically fit, has it impacted your skating at all?
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing what being almost 30 pounds lighter can do for your skating. You can get around the ice a whole lot more and a whole lot quicker, and it's something that I kind of wish I would have learned when I was younger, that, you know, maybe losing that extra.
You were that heavy?
I was, yeah. I mean, I was almost my highest. I think I was almost 235 at one point, and I'm just under 210 now, and it was always been a struggle to get the weight off, but once I finally got it off, it was nice, and I kind of just built my body back up from there, and it's kind of nice just to be able to kind of feel like I'm kind of with all the faster guys now and stuff, so it's nice.
Lethbridge seems like a perfect fit. And we look at the coaching staff, Drake Barahowski, Brian Maxwell, over 800 games combined in the NHL, both former defensemen. How important were they to you? And I guess maybe specifically Brian, because he really did a lot of work with you. Yeah,
I mean, those two guys, I mean, I got to give Drake a whole lot of credit for where I am. I wouldn't have got this opportunity if he wouldn't have given me the opportunity to play in Lethbridge. And obviously with Maxie was like another father to me almost. He'd always talk. He wouldn't talk. He wouldn't yell at you, but he'd talk at you, and he'd talk with you and talk you through things. And he has so much knowledge from as a defenseman from playing and now coaching and having won championships, and he knows what it takes. And I was so blessed and honored to have him as a coach, and just soak up as much information as I could from him. And it was an awesome experience to have him as a coach last year, and we're going to miss him a whole lot this year.
Officially, you've spent 1 year in the Dub, but technically you've spent a lot more than that as the water boy with Red Deer from ages 6 through to 14. What was it like working for the Sutters? What was it like getting to know Dion Phaneuf?
Working for the Sutters was something pretty cool. I mean, you got to learn what a first-class organization was from a young age, and seeing guys like obviously like Dion and Colin Fraser and Cam Ward and Nugent Hopkins come through the organization, tie-in players like that was pretty cool.
James Reimer,
yes, and having people like that around to kind of learn from and kind of mold your, not just your hockey game, but your personality after, and your personal life, and see how they conducted themselves as a pro athlete even at such a young age. And it was kind of something that not a whole lot of kids get to do at that age, and I think it's pretty cool that I got to do that and be around those guys for sure.
You're a dedicated guy, and I know when Dion was traded to Toronto that late January in 2010, you didn't switch your allegiances. Then you were still a Flames fan, weren't you?
I was, yeah. I mean, it kind of got misconstrued in an interview I did this year where it said I kind of hate the Leafs, but that's not what I meant. And I wasn't a Leafs fan at the time, but I mean, now I'm a diehard Leafs fan, and I'm so happy to be a part of this organization. And I still got my Flames Phaneuf jersey hanging up on the wall, but the Leafs one is a little higher, and it's an honor to be a part of this organization, and just experience this with all these guys and be treated like pros is something that not a whole lot of people get to do at all in their life. So it's pretty cool.